Did it work? I hope it worked. Is it? It's working? Is it working?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Hey guys, sorry about that delay. If you see I got two mics on here right now, for some reason the wireless mic decided it didn't want to work anymore, even though the battery was working. Of course, 5-star today, that's what's going to happen. I didn't have green pants, but I do have the green umbrella, so I did that. I guess that works. And also I'm wearing 5 of our Hail, I Love Hail little bracelets there. If you guys want them, you can go ahead and message us and we'll send them to you. If you don't see us in the area, get these little bracelets completely free here from Hail Trace, and you can wear them on your 5-star day as well. So about last night, yes, there indeed was a big storm yesterday. Last night, very late, I was sound asleep, but I still got those push notifications. So as soon as I woke up about 6 o'clock this morning, I saw and went, oh, I'm having a busy day. So make sure you have those notifications set up, especially when severe weather happens at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Big storm, probably biggest storm of the year, happens when everyone's asleep. Well, you'll get woken up by those push notifications, whether it's on your cell phone, on your email, or on your desktop computer. Select Dallas, whole state of Texas, or the entire country. So with that, talking about, we're going to go more in depth than I usually do, just our daily hail map review. Again, Carrollton, Farmers Branch, Arlington, 3-inch hail, about 187,000 people have been impacted by that. So instead of just talking about it and showing a couple pictures like we normally do, I brought up the radar. I downloaded the radar this morning, and again, you can see tons of hail, big time, some damage. We've had a couple people sending us damage photos on roofs already. So with that, I'm going to actually show you guys the radar. Like you guys, I was sound asleep. I went to bed, normal time last night. There's going to be some storms in North Dakota, no big deal. And then, lo and behold, I wake up about 6 o'clock in the morning, storms happen. Shout out to Frank and to Derek, who both were wide awake and going through this whole storm. They pretty much both pulled all-nighters on this one, and I was sound asleep, unfortunately. No live coverage on that. We were thinking about it, but 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know how many people are actually going to have watched. So with that, I will do a screen display real quick here, and I'm going to bring up the radar. So this was last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, or yeah, right, 12 a.m., 1 o'clock in the morning. So we move through and we see this little shower, this tiny little baby shower east of Aubrey. I'm not entirely certain what fired this thing off. I haven't had a chance. Sorry about that. There we go. Hang on. Mic is going all over the place here. I haven't really had a chance to look into why this thing fired off. So basically, we like to call in the meteorology community a mesoscale accident, which is basically some small scale feature happens and it goes and makes the storm kind of form. Kind of, whoops, something happened. So I haven't had a chance to really look into too much details. Of course, somebody said no one's making fun of me, and then I dropped the stupid mic, so there you go. So I haven't had a chance to really look in to see why everything fired off. I just saw when it started, and the storm took a weird track for most storms. You see it form, try to get its act together here, and go severe right by McKinney, an area that has been hit a million times past couple of years. And the most important thing here, you see it splitting up. Let me zoom in a little bit. Here, you can see that the storm split into two. Now, normally when storms split, you have one that goes off to the right, another one that shoots way north and rockets off to the north and drops really big hail. Well, this one was different. Since it was coming down south, it split. So this was technically the main storm, and this was the split. And the split that happened ended up going to town. So this ended up being the big time storm. Yeah, there was hail here in McKinney. I think they had some ping pong ball to golf ball size hail in this one. But this storm was the one that went and it dropped us some big time hail. So again, this is a happy little accident for those of you guys who've been watching us and asking time and time again about Dallas and saying it was the year over. And I was like, I think so. I guess some people, I guess this just proves never count out Dallas, no matter what. I won't lose faith in this city, this metro area ever again in terms of when hail can happen. So this storm went, and you can see the CC has already started to drop down pretty quick once we got close to Carrollton, and then real drop off here. And I got to load a little bit more data, so give me a second. Let's see, that's at 6:30, right? And at this point, I think Frank and Derek realized that they were about to have a very, very long night. So with that, again, a storm happened, and just the craziest things can go wrong. This was not predicted. We weren't predicting hail in Dallas yesterday. Storm Prediction Center was not predicting hail in Dallas yesterday. It's kind of reminiscent of St. Patrick's Day in 2016 when a storm went and just kind of happened out of the blue at about 4 o'clock in the morning and caught everyone off guard. And yes, it was hard hail. There was a lot of hail. So, people asking, so a chance for Tulsa realistically? I mean, this can pretty much happen anywhere with a little thing like this. And you can see as we have the storm, as the radar is loading, we can see when the storm really went to town. Made it all the way down to Arlington, hit Jerry World for those Cowboys fans, hit Six Flags over Arlington. So it hit areas that actually hasn't happened. Hail hasn't happened, 4, 5, 6 times the past couple of years, like in McKinney and Frisco and Wiley and all those areas where probably every single home has had a new roof in the past 365 days. So different area, big time a storm. And let's see, can we get this radar to finish loading? And there we go. All right, so anyway, let's just kind of continue on here as if the storm was happening in real time. You can see, again, these CCs really bottomed out in this area. You can even see the little hook. 3-inch report had come in at that point. Golf ball reports were coming in. And you can really see this was pretty clear as day, like right here in Farmers Branch. Big time hail. And if you saw pictures and videos from the storm, it was mostly hail was falling out of the sky, and it was big time hail, lots of hail. And I'm getting confirmation that this thing managed to drop really big hail all the way up into the edges of the hook here. So we have that on our map. I've been going over the map this morning, and let's see, where was like the best frame for this? The weekend a little bit. Had some winds up to 60. They recorded 60-mile-per-hour winds at the airport. And yeah, right here, you can see big time hail as it continued. And right there's the frame. Right as it went over Jerry World, you see all this low CCs. This is the basically meteorologist roof reporting with all the low CCs. I think the ZDR looks pretty good on this frame too. Yep. KDP bottomed out. I want to see here. Yep. Checks out our little checklist of things going crazy. A lot of reports, tennis ball size hail. And then the storm, just as quickly as it came and decided to go crazy, died, and that's all she wrote. The big storm that happened last night. So again, that is, we have a 5-star map here for the Dallas area. Probably the biggest storm that's happened so far this year. And here's just a spattering of pictures that I grabbed pretty quick. We will be adding pictures to the map as the afternoon wears on. Again, a lot been going on here at the Hail Palace this morning. Again, continued shout out to Frank. He had the event. He got the storm mapped and went to bed. And then since then we've been kind of going and doing minor edits and adding pictures. More and more pictures will be added onto that map as the afternoon wears on. And so again, bringing it all back around, what do we expect today? Well, there's a chance for some hail, not in Texas, but in other parts of the country. More what we were expecting for the time of year. It looks like we have, yes, this purple area, Omaha and Des Moines, both 10% chance. Minneapolis, completely no risk at all. So if you're at that lunch and learn right now, you probably saw some rain this morning. That's it. No storms, no big storms at the lunch and learn today in Minneapolis. But it left an outflow boundary, a little trigger mechanism for some storms that's hanging around by the Omaha and Des Moines area. So if any of those storms can get going, they can stay isolated. There's the potential, much like the storm that happened in Dallas last night, of up to some 3-inch hail. Keep it at 10% for Omaha and for Des Moines. It's really going to come down to where those storms form, where they hit, and if they can stay isolated long enough, or if the whole sky goes up and it ends up being not too much. But there is that chance up to 3-inch hail and even some bigger hail back in western Kansas as well. I have a 2% chance. Not in Texas, are you sure? I'm pretty sure this time. I don't think there will be hail in the Dallas area yet again from this. 2% chance possibly up by Fort Collins, maybe some smaller hail there, and up to some 2-inch hail possible here. I think the only thing of note in this area is maybe Casper, Wyoming, and Yellowstone. Not a lot of people in this area here. And then 2%, I think the storm's going to stay south of Billings, Montana today. So that's what we're looking at today, and going into your day tomorrow, we have a much bigger risk. Whole lot of area that could have some storms. Your best chance at some storms is going to be in the very rural area where Wyoming, South Dakota, and Montana come together. But there's that chance to get some tennis ball size hail, maybe towards Rapid City. Could see a storm or two formed by Denver. Maybe we see some storms spattered about across Kansas and Oklahoma. But we'll fine tune that much more again going into tomorrow. And this is that time of year, and the way this year has been, other than the fact that 2018 has been pretty sucky for hail for the most part, is the fact that things just, these small scale features happen, and it's really hard to pinpoint and forecast them kind of far out. So every now and again we'll get surprised by some huge storm like in Dallas. So there's your 5-star storm. We finally got a good one all the way here in June, which is, again, for the Dallas area, kind of unusual for how late that is. I'm going to show the models just real quick, show you the HRRR. Do we have a newer version of that to look at? Yeah, we do. So I haven't actually looked at this yet, so we can move through. Yeah, Larry asks, is Jetstream Canada? That is, yes it is. It's in Canada. It's way up there. So you see here, after about 3 o'clock, some storms form. I think Des Moines is around here somewhere. Storms form, move through. So it's really going to come down to where they hit. They've pretty consistently been showing some storms heading towards, say, Omaha and Des Moines. So we'll be watching. Again, we'll go live. These storms are not going to happen at 4 in the morning, so I'll actually be able to go live if anything does occur this afternoon. Make sure you have those notifications turned on, of course, as we always say, so you can see that live coverage. Apparently the only time we don't do live coverage when say people aren't around is at about 2-3 o'clock in the morning when I'm sound asleep. So we will do live coverage say if Omaha or Des Moines gets hit. Maybe do those hail dances. It'd be cool if we got 2 5-star maps in the same 24-hour period, especially in this barren of hail season that we've had so far. So Canadians don't deserve a jet stream. Well, I mean, you can get storms in Canada as well. Calgary is I'd say the Denver area of Canada in terms of the way hail happens. So it is possible that you can get some storms up in that region as well. I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any other questions that have come in. Again, we're sorry about that delay that we had. Stupid mic was being kind of junky. All right, let's see. Any other questions? If anybody has any questions, go ahead. Feel free to ask them. I'll be here to answer them. And it's mostly just people a little excited there. So again, get that 5-star map. It is available on our website, hailtrace.com. And you can get that. You can also get that through our Facebook. If you follow us and hit see first, that map would have shown up right first thing as you got up this morning. I saw somebody message us asking when that map was going to be ready. It was ready at about 5 o'clock a.m. or whenever that storm was done. We had the map available to be viewed. So if you follow us on Facebook, hit see first, and you go on your newsfeed, you can see that the map is up and ready to go through our Facebook. So if you aren't a subscriber, you can purchase it through there. Make sure that's on there, especially when we do live coverage and when storms happen late at night and you just get on Facebook first thing in the morning, like I did this morning. Boom, you see the map right there. And give us a call, email us, or visit our website. Pretty busy day today here at the office, so go ahead and give us a call or message us on intercom on hailtrace.com. So if it's not a super crucial question, we can answer it when we get to it. It sends out messages to everyone on staff, so we will answer those questions as quickly as we can. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. It's an exciting day for us here, a 5-star map. If you want one of these I Love Hail bracelets that I have here, go ahead. So you can shoot us a message, give us a call, shoot us a message on intercom@hailtrace.com or in the comments section here on this video. We'll try to track you down, and we can send you those bracelets. They say I love Hail on them. I don't know if you can read it. Let's see, get it close to the camera there. Oh, right, they're green. It's green, so you can't read it. But it says I love Hail and our logo on there. Giving them away for free, so especially for this 5-star map. So, yes, all you DFW guys, you got your storm. Your good storm anyway. I got one earlier. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. If we have any sort of storms happen, we'll do live coverage. If not, I'll see you again tomorrow right here on Facebook, YouTube, or your app, or wherever you're watching us from. Share this video, like this video if you want to see more. As always, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Have a great rest of your day.